Hello, hello, hello. I think we're live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 dear earth angels and beautiful souls. I am receiving overflowing divine downloads. You wouldn't believe it, like crazy. I've just been channeling so much wisdom. It's so good to be alone. I was like, it's so good because you get to really know yourself and you get to really value yourself, and you also get to receive so much clarity and downloads that I have never ever received ever my entire life. So you wouldn't even believe it. And I'm just so grateful you're here with me today, allowing me to share the wisdom that I'm channeling for us all. And I want to again share first what I have sent in our WhatsApp group today. And I have also posted this on my social media platforms. Every time you paused instead of reacted, you broke a pattern. Every time you chose wholeness over lack, you healed a wound. And when you release judgment or transformed a limiting belief with love, you sent light backward through your family line. Your ancestors, your great grandmothers, all the women, the men who came before you, they couldn't complete this work in their lifetimes. But you're completing it now, and that deserves to be honored. I just got that message from Kabbalah Wisdom today, and I thought it's perfect to share with all the cycle breakers, all the lineage healers, and generational light bearers here in this community. So I'm really happy and excited to be here. By the way, if you're not yet part of our WhatsApp community, it's free. And so I would love to lovingly and humbly invite you to come join our empowerment WhatsApp group chat. I give free oracle guidance with my community manager, Aliyah, and my community nurturer, Althea. We give divine wisdom, we give and receive divine wisdom. We share spiritual healing resources. I also give you the updates on our master classes and webinars there. Plus, we give exclusive invites to our portal activations, such as tomorrow, what we're having tomorrow, 12/12 portal. Our 11/11 portal activation was so powerful. And then the Divine Clarity Gateway just after the Mercury retrograde. And so tomorrow is the 12/12 portal. We also give updates on our healing circles and, of course, our globally accredited certification training programs, our flagship courses and programs. You can also connect with like-hearted souls and share your events and insights with our community. So I am not against self-promotion at all. You could promote yourself, you could share your events, your books. I have a lot of students. They actually get their own clients in the group as well, or collaborators, partners. And yeah, so the link to join is bit.ly/ELC WhatsApp group. Let me just also share this live link to the group. Okay, copy link, and then I'll share it now. Yay, there. All right, got it. I love technology. Amazing, love it. Last time, someone from Dominican Republic was watching, and then the other time, one from US, like people I don't know. So yeah, and of course, if you're not yet if you're not here live, the replay is also available for you. Sometimes I take it down if it's a paid course, but for live transmissions like this, I keep it there in the YouTube page, our YouTube channel. So the title of our live transmission today is Kill the parasite, release the ego, and transcend your circumstances. These words are not at all coming from any book, or these are downloads that I received. The word parasite. And then when I was studying Kabbalah, it's also there. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just like I'm remembering what I already know. And this is why I'm here. I'm reminding you to remember what you already know. And this today, we're going to be together for like 45 minutes, perhaps. Yeah, because I have a 5:30 one-on-one session. It's 4:45 here. So this is going to shift everything for you, and this is your perfect preparation for tomorrow's 12/12 portal activation. And what you will receive today and tomorrow are powerful activations, insights, grounding, deep peace and clarity. We'll be diving deep in God state versus human avatar consciousness. This was never taught to me before, and I was like, I just hoped, I just thought, like, if only we were taught this way, if we learned this in elementary and growing up in high school and college, like God state that you are God in a human avatar, life would be so much easier and breezier. So I want you to really give this exclusive time for you, whether you're doing your chores, driving, or walking, doing your walking meditation, or lying down in bed or on your desk. Can grab your journal and your pen, can type or write down notes, and or just simply reflect. Really simply reflect and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'll also be discussing the three phases of the ego parasite. And I've been diving deep in um advanced teachings on highest consciousness, personal enrichment, infinite soul consciousness, and the God zone consciousness from Kabbalah, Tantra, Buddhism, Hinduism, ancient wisdom, burping, releasing stale stock energies, and also modern philosophies such as quantum field mastery and timeline collapse from our favorites, Joe Dispenza, Regan Hillyer. So thank you again for joining me. And we have more upcoming live events. Just simply subscribe here on our YouTube channel to get notified. www.youtube.com/@empowermentlifecoaching online. All right. So in the Bhagavad Gita, one of the most sacred, wait, just I receive a message now asking me for the link. All right. Rachel is joining me. So I cannot see your comments, but yeah, maybe later I'll check. Oh, there, I see emojis. Yay! There are people with me now. Thank you. So in the Bhagavad Gita, one of the most sacred texts of Hinduism, Krishna, Lord Krishna, teaches that the true self is eternal. The true self is eternal. He says the soul is never born and never dies. It is eternal, ever existing. I'm just reading the chat. Be the Change says, have to get that book. What book? I mentioned a lot of books. I have also a lot of books here and in my shelf. Let me know which book. It's particular. So, I was talking about the true self is eternal. And he says that the soul is never born and never dies. Eternal, everlasting, cannot be destroyed even when the body dissolves. And your body, my body, your body, our bodies, the human avatar is temporary, but your soul The real self is infinite. That's the course I'm taking now, the Infinite Soul 123, level 123. Your soul is infinite. Your real self is infinite and indestructible. And you've been here for several lifetimes. And this is the consciousness we're activating this week. And there is an invisible force affecting your soul evolution and manifestation right now, your manifestation power right now. I repeat, there is an invisible force negatively affecting your manifestation power right now. It's draining you. It is the very thing that's keeping you stuck and small. And today, we're exposing it, we're starving it, we're transcending it completely. And you already know what I'm gonna talk about. It's about the ego. That is the thing we're starving today. We're gonna feed our infinite soul. So if you're new here, I'm Aleli Carissa. I'm a transformational teacher, intuitive success mentor, and globally accredited holistic therapist. I work with light workers, conscious entrepreneurs, and spiritually awakening women who are ready to embody their highest consciousness and create their dream lives from their goddess state or God consciousness. And I'm so deeply honored to be here with you today in this sacred space. So let's to all those joining in, let's just ground into the sacred space together. Place your hands on your heart. You can close your eyes or with your eyes open with a soft gaze. Just take a deep breath with me. Deep breath in, soak in as much love and light as you're able. You can gently affirm, I love myself fully, completely, and unconditionally. And as you exhale, can gently affirm, I forgive, I release, I let go with loving ease. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, healing and cleansing every single part of my body. Can also gently affirm, I am open, I'm ready, I'm willing to release all that no longer serves me. I'm willing to remember who I really am. Keep on breathing slowly and deeply. And with a smile on our faces, let's slowly and gently open our eyes. So just feel yourself arriving fully in this moment. Release any distractions. Let go of your to-do list. This is your exclusive time for yourself. This is your activation. And you can always say the affirmations silently or out loud whenever you feel like you want to remember. I'm open, I'm ready, I'm willing to release what no longer serves me. I am willing to remember who I really am. I'm willing to see the highest truth. All right? Beautiful. So before we dive deep, maybe you can drop a comment. Please let me know, how are you feeling right now? What's one circumstance in your life right now that you're ready to transcend? Or maybe just share any thoughts, any insights. If you're watching this on replay, you can also drop in the comments, in the live chat or comments. Any thoughts, insights, any intention you have, or anything you want to solidify or divine wisdom you want to share. And what area of your life do you wish to upgrade? You can also share your thoughts in our WhatsApp group, wherever you feel guided to share. I'll send the link of our WhatsApp group as well in the live chat. Yay. All right. So, what area of your life do you wish to upgrade? Is it money? Is it love? Is it your body, your health, your purpose, your peace of mind? Just drop in the comments, or you can just simply reflect if you just want to receive and be solitary. No, no judgment, just love. But if you're willing to share, please do. And let's bring it, whatever it is, into the light together. And I can feel your beautiful energy coming through the screen. So thank you for being here. I know that whoever is meant to receive this message will share this message as well, and the healing activations will create ripples of positive effects. So again, thank you for being here, and I really appreciate your warm presence and your support. This empowers me to keep moving and continue creating high value content. And I just want to let you know once again that you are not meant to journey alone. I want you to know that we are all in this together, and that I see you and I feel you. I know what you're going through. I see your journey. I see your struggles. I see your challenges. Collective consciousness would really work like that. Like we are going through, if you attract, you will attract people who are going through similar circumstances, and who are, if you want to up level, you will also be connected to those who are high vibe and want to upgrade their lives. And I really see your strength as well as I have seen my own strength. I see the times you wanted to give up but you didn't. I see the nights you cried yourself to sleep, and then in the morning you woke up and said, "This is another day. This is a beautiful day." I see the moments when you felt so alone, and then you self-regulated and recalibrated and said, "This is good. Whatever is happening, there are blessings in all these challenges." And I see your light. I see your courage for being here with me. I see your commitment to your growth, to your soul evolution. I see your God state shining through. You're not broken. You're not alone. You never were alone. And tonight you remember that separation is just an illusion. And you remember that you're divine. You remember that you are God. You remember that you're creator. You remember that you are infinite. You are divine. And I just want you to really integrate that. Oh, Patty's here. Hello, my love. It is my intention tonight to upgrade my health and my commitment to being a spiritual teacher, mentor. Yay! Both are closely tied because I work with energy. Yes, you are. Intuitive reader, oracle, spiritual teacher and mentor and healer. You are. Just with your presence, you heal. Thank you, my loves. Thank you for being here, for being so brave to name what you're ready to call in, what you're ready to release. I see you, I honor you. And to those who want to share, if you're watching this on replay, share in the comments or share in our WhatsApp group. Now, I want to share something vulnerable with you today. How about the others watching with us? Feel free to share as I speak, huh? Now I'm gonna share something vulnerable with you today. I've been sharing this that, 19 years ago, I was a young mother in the Philippines. I had just given birth to my son, Alan, when I was 20 years old, turning 21. It was 2006. And I was terrified. I didn't even attend my graduation ceremony. I remember I just graduated, and I remember looking at my small baby in my arms, and I was thinking, how am I going to do this? I'm not enough. I don't have enough. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How can I give him the life he deserves? And I was a breadwinner, and I had no job yet at that time because I just graduated. And that voice, that was the ego parasite. I call the ego parasite, ego/parasite. That's the ego parasite speaking. And for years, that voice told me, you'll never have enough. You'll always have to struggle. You'll always have to sacrifice. And who are you to dream big? Who are you to deserve the best life? And for years, I believed it. I let those thoughts define my reality. I stayed in jobs that didn't fulfill me. I accepted relationships that were so abusive and toxic, that didn't honor me, didn't respect me. I played small. I dimmed my light. I survived instead of thrived. And I know we are all like this. We were all like this in survival mindset, lack, poverty, feeling of not enough, imposter syndrome. Remember Patty? hosted Overcoming Imposter Syndrome workshop for all of us, and we all resonated with that. So we were stuck in all of these playing small mentality because we were programmed to believe in lack. And that was who I am in 2006. But then, of course, I healed and I shifted. Since 2011, 2012, I have been healing and shifting. I trained in Reiki. First, I started doing yoga, practicing yoga, theta healing, and Reiki at the same time, breath work, and so many other healing modalities. So many. Connected with the angels. I discovered the teachings of Abraham Hicks and Neville Goddard. I learned about quantum physics and metaphysics. I learned mostly from Joe Dispenza and the laws of the universe from Deepak Chopra. And now I started studying Kabbalah with David Ghiyam, and I've been learning. I learned advanced Ho'oponopono as well. I've been learning with countless other teachers and books. And I love sharing and teaching what I have been learning and processing and applying in my daily life. And slowly I realized the circumstances don't create consciousness. Again, I repeat, the circumstances don't create the consciousness. Rather, the consciousness creates the circumstances. Our consciousness would create our circumstances. That's how you transcend circumstances. I'm not anymore a victim of my situation. I'm now the creator of my situation. And that is what I love sharing with all of you. And I'm reminding all of us here because we forget a lot of times. And so I started making good decisions. I made a decision. I decided that my son Alan would not grow up believing in lack, that he would grow up watching his mother embody her power and self-love and trust the divine and manifest miracles. And I've been growing. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I've had a lot of mistakes, challenges, confusion, but every day I'm recalibrating. And so, you know what happened through the years? 4 years ago, I was able to manifest or move to Dubai, one of the most expensive, wealthiest cities in the world, with nothing lined up. I didn't even know I actually had family here. I didn't have like a contract here whatsoever. I've registered my coaching business here, but at that time I was invited to teach Reiki and crystal healing in Karma Yoga Dubai, but it wasn't like a monthly sure full-time employment. So later on, I of course partnered with other well-being centers. I also discovered my dad's cousin, my uncle, and my second cousins also live in Dubai. Actually live 30 minutes from Dubai in the suburb in Sharjah, near the beach. But yeah, before everything, I just had faith. That's it. I had faith and belief in myself and trust in myself. And so last uh October, last month, no, last 2 months ago, my son graduated from culinary school and now works as a culinary intern at Four Seasons Resort, Jumeirah, Dubai. And we called in that. Not all of these, we called in not through hustle, not through force, but mostly through allowing. And amidst all the challenges, I know that I keep attracting miracles by becoming the woman who already have what she desires. And that is what I want you to be. The one who already have what you desire, because everything you need is within you. And today I teach from divine wisdom and lived experience. And I'm here to tell you, whatever circumstance you're facing right now, it does not define you. And when someone says no to you, that's not a final no. Nope, 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 nope. When someone says yes, it also can change. It's just like that. Nothing is defined, like nothing is solid. Also, whatever it is, it does not define you. You are not your bank account. You are not your past. You are not your relationship status. You are not your worries and fears and doubts. You are not your body. You are not your human avatar. You are an infinite creator. You are an infinite being having a temporary human experience. And today we're going to remember that together. Let it just land. You can just pause and breathe. Let it land that you're remembering that you are spirit. Nothing is solid. Everything is fluid. Before, when someone would say no to me, I would cry, become depressed. Or when someone would say yes and then back out. Or when I would get rejected, of course it hits, but now we're being called to not be reactive. Yes, we can respond consciously, but not be reactive. So if this is resonating, please drop a heart in the comments or give me your emojis. It would be so lovely to know that this is resonating with you. So, the parasite. What is this parasite? Let's dive deep into the teaching. What exactly is this parasite we're talking about? The ego parasite is a false identity that you picked over the years. It's made up of childhood wounds, societal conditioning, um, past traumas and rejections, cultural programming, family beliefs, religious shame. I have that. I have so much of that. So big. I was so big on religious shame. And also lack mentality, which leads to comparison and competition. It is not your soul's highest truth. It is not who you really are. These are lies from the Matrix. And I gotta share some teachings from the ancient wisdom of Kabbalah I that I'm integrating right now from one of my greatest teachers, David Ghiyam. This is changing how I understand life and ego versus soul. He says, if we are here to become like the creator, then we must understand that, that every challenge we face is designed to help us expand our vessel and earn more light. This means challenges are not punishments. Challenges are carefully designed by your soul for opportunities for elevation. But most people see challenges as something to escape from rather than the exact thing leading to your greatest transformation. And until we shift our perspective, we will keep experiencing the same test over and over again. Think of life as a game. Each level has new obstacles and enemies, not to destroy you, but to strengthen your skills so you can advance. The Creator is not testing us to see if we fail. The Creator is testing us because we are ready to elevate, and the test will repeat until we pass it. And there are three types of tests which I have discussed extensively in our previous master classes. Tests that reveal where you're not free, tests that help you close an old chapter, and tests that prepare you for your next level. So these tests expose places in your soul where you're still reacting from fear, from lack, from insecurity. Maybe they will appear as the same relationship patterns repeating, or the same financial struggles happening over and over again, the same feeling of self-doubt, unworthiness, or your fears resurfacing. This is showing you that you're still responding from lack instead of certainty. And maybe there are things that resurface, a challenge you thought was over reappears. And this test is saying, are you truly ready to let go and move forward to your next chapter? And in order for something new to appear, new, better energy, we have to let go of the old life. We have to be willing to let our old self die. The old narrative, the old belief systems, the old story that many of us still hold on to because it gives us comfort and the feeling of familiarity or safety. And they say that right before you step into your next level of abundance, love, or purpose, right before your biggest manifestation or the next level of your manifestation arrives, there are tests that appear right before all this, the hardest tests, right before your breakthrough. So breakdowns before breakthroughs. And these tests come to our lives to ensure that you are truly ready to hold that frequency. Let it sink in. And there are two forces within us. There are two forces within you. The light and the opponent. The light is your soul, your God state, your infinite divine nature. And the opponent, that's the Satan or the ego or the parasite, the force that wants to keep you in darkness, depression, limitation, and separation. And in Kabbalah, Satan is not a red devil with horns. Satan literally means the opponent or the internal force that opposes your spiritual growth. So there's just the light and the opponent. The opponent doesn't want you to know your power. It doesn't want you to remember that you are a spark of the divine. So it creates illusions, fear, doubt, unworthiness, comparison to keep you from growing, to keep you small. And this opponent is Satan or the ego parasite, the opponent to the light. And ancient wisdom or the sages actually teach us that the opponent or the ego parasite actually serves a purpose. Without darkness, we couldn't choose the light, the law of polarity. Without the ego, we couldn't consciously choose our God state. The key is to choose. You become self-aware, you're aware, and then you choose your God state. It's like you're when you're learning boxing, for example, or martial arts. It's your sparring partner in the gym or your trainer makes you stronger. Every time you choose light over darkness, soul over ego, love or faith over fear, you're building your spiritual muscles. And that's how you up level to the next version of yourself. So the ego parasite isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. It's showing you where you still need to grow. And Neville Goddard, one of the greatest manifestation teachers of all time, the New Age, he taught us that consciousness is the only reality. Everything you see in your external world, your relationships, your body, your circumstances, these are reflections of your internal consciousness. So if you're identifying with lack consciousness, with victim consciousness, with fear consciousness, that's what keeps showing up in your 3D reality. Like something happens and then you see it as defined. Like, I have no control over this. Or you get negatively affected by what others say or do. That is a lesson for us to choose to believe that you create your own reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza also says your personality creates your personal reality. He always says this. If you keep thinking that you have no power over circumstances, if you keep thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, taking the same actions, you will keep getting the same results. And the ego parasite keeps you trapped in this loop. It's like a broken record playing the same song over and over again, saying, you're not enough. Or it can also be first person, I'm not enough, nothing ever works out for me. This is what I have is not enough. Money's hard. I always fail. Love isn't safe. Whatever limiting beliefs that you have that are not true. And the parasite, the ego parasite, feeds on your fear. So every time you replay past hurts on a loop in your mind, every time you have this resentment or feelings of regret and revenge, or every time you worry about the future, you worry about what will happen next month when it hasn't even happened yet. Right now you're well provided for, but why are you so worried about next month and the next month? Or whenever you complain, complaining about your circumstances. I'm done with being with people who complain. I'm just done. When you play victim, why does this always happen to me? Again, you shift that, right? Life is always happening for me. You shift it. Every time you scroll social media, comparing yourself to others, you're feeding the parasite. You're making the parasite stronger. And every negative thought, every complaint, every moment of victim consciousness, you're literally feeding the opponent. You're giving your power away to the illusion instead of reclaiming your connection to the light. And today I'm reminding you to starve that. Starve. Stop feeding the parasite and feed your infinite soul instead. In Buddhism, they call this the monkey mind, the restless, chattering mind that jumps from thought to thought and never at peace. In Hinduism, this is called the Maya, the illusion, the veil that keeps you from seeing your true divine nature. Same teachings, same ancient wisdom across traditions, across different languages. And in modern science, we are being taught about the quantum field, this infinite field of pure potentiality where all possibilities already exist simultaneously. The version of you who's already deeply loved and cherished, wildly abundant, living her soul purpose with joy and freedom, she already exists. But the gap between you and her, the gap is your identity, your self concept. So now the question is, are you identifying as the human avatar who's limited by circumstances? Are you identifying as the human avatar who's limited by circumstances? Or are you identifying as the God state, as the goddess, the infinite creator being that you truly are? Are you living from opponent or the ego parasite or from the light or your infinite soul? So I want you to think about this and maybe you can write them down later when you have your free time. When did I first start believing I wasn't enough? What specific moment or experience planted that seed on you? Maybe you were 5 years old and your teacher or your parent would say you're too much, or maybe um you made yourself small from a childhood experience where you're shining and then you hurt your best friend because you got all the attention. Things like this happen. And what would I do, be, or create if I knew I couldn't fail? If you know deep down that you'll always be guided, divinely supported, and everything will work out, and that you will succeed, what would you do? Maybe you'll say, I would write that book. I would travel the world. I would ask for what I truly desire in my relationships. I would launch my coaching business. I would teach. And next question would be, what am I currently blaming on my circumstances that I could take full responsibility for creating? Maybe you can say, I blame my financial situation on the economy. But really, I've been undercharging and afraid to raise my prices because I don't feel worthy. Or you can like tell your parents, oh, it's because someone is messaging me. So pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my dear Aliyah, you're here. Thank you, my love, for being here. I'm just distracted. Healthy distraction with messages that I'm seeing. I have ADHD, by the way. I don't know. I have ADHD, but look at me. I'm a spiritual teacher, but I have ADHD. All right, just checking because I got reminded of someone. Okay, to invite. All right, perfect. Just checking if I can see the chat. Or maybe you can blame maybe you're blaming your parents or, people because they didn't invite me or they didn't approve or they didn't validate. And also another question is, in what areas of your life are you still choosing the opponent, the fear, the ego, the separation over the light? So ego, fear, separation, opponent. Light, faith, oneness, infinite soul. So are you choosing the ego or the light? When and in what areas of your life? Maybe you're choosing the opponent. I'm choosing the opponent, or I'm choosing the ego-parasite when I compare myself to other coaches on Instagram. I'm choosing ego over soul when I try to control how my partner shows love instead of surrendering to divine timing. I was like that. I was trying to control, why isn't he verbal about his feelings? Other partners would always say, why isn't he not? But that's how he showed love, through actions and not words. But like, even if it's not your partner, like controlling how someone should be, and instead of accepting and surrendering and flowing. So be honest with yourself. I want you to reflect on these questions. Again, you can replay this if you missed the question, or you can message me, I'll send them to you. Take a moment, write down your answers, be honest with yourself, and this is where the healing begins, in the awareness. And tomorrow we'll have more time in the 12-12 activation. And today is a perfect preparation for tomorrow, and I can feel the energy shifting already. So please be part of tomorrow's 12-12 portal activation. So the three phases of the parasite. The ego parasite doesn't show up the same way for everyone. It's shape-shifting and it's sneaky, and there are three faces it wears. And I want you to recognize yourself in at least one of these. Phase number one, the victim, the poor me consciousness, poor me. The victim believes that everything happens to me, or not for me, but to me, or I have no power over my circumstances. Life is unfair. People keep hurting me. It's because of my parents or my family. People keep on avoiding me. Love keeps rejecting me. This victim drama, the victim loves drama because drama keeps you stuck in the human avatar consciousness, never stepping into your God state power. And I was here. I was still my, like, half of my life, during my youth. Every single day, I had complaints like, I don't even like this job, the corporate job, I hated. And I even blame my parents. And oh my God, my mother, bless her heart, she's so amazing. She's an angel. But I was blaming them for not understanding me. And I was playing victim. I was blaming how my ex-husband was. I was giving away all my power to external circumstances. But then, when you play victim, you're literally telling the universe, I have no power. And the universe will respond accordingly by giving you more circumstances where you feel powerless. The victim consciousness is the opponent's favorite tool because it completely disconnects you from your creator nature. And it blocks love when you say, for example, you say, all men hurts me anyway, or I always attract narcissists, like that. It blocks money whenever you say rich people are greedy, or the economy is just bad, or rich people are evil, money doesn't grow on trees, I have to work so hard and struggle and be a slave to earn money, all these. It blocks your purpose when you say, who am I to do this? It's too late for me. I don't have enough training. I'm not enough. I'm too old. I'm too young. But then, you are prosperous. You have to remember that you are prosperous to the degree that you're experiencing peace, health, and plenty in your world. You gotta vibrate this peace, health, and the feeling of abundance consciousness. And that is how you become prosperous. I'll dive deeper tomorrow in our 12-12 portal activation. But let's continue with the phase number 2. So victim, now controller. The I need to figure it out consciousness. That is ego-parasite. The controller believes I have to do it all myself. I cannot accept help and support from anyone. If I don't control it, it will fall apart. I can't trust anyone. I must plan every detail. I have to have control over all of these. And I cannot surrender. I cannot surrender. Because for me, surrendering is weakness. Actually, no, surrendering is strength. The controller is the anxious one. The controller loves anxiety because anxiety keeps you operating from fear instead of faith. And I was like this. When I was before in my relationship, I would love checking the social media constantly. Before, way back, I would even like look at every text message and analyze every text message. I was attempting to control outcomes, and I wanted to know everything. And I was in my masculine energy, the controlling, the chasing, the pursuing, the forcing. But then I decided to be more in my high value feminine energy, receiving, not chasing, intuitive and intuitively aware, not aggressive, but receiving and surrendering energy. And here is where we integrate the concept of certainty. Certainty means that you know that the light has your back. The light has your back. The light has your back. You know everything is working out for your highest good. Wherever you are right now, whoever you're with, even if you're alone, you're not alone. Or when you're undergoing a lot of challenges, this is a gift. You're learning a lot. You don't need to control because you trust the Creator's plan, the divine will. And control comes from the opponent, ego, parasite, telling you, if you don't do it, it won't happen. There's this, if you don't do this, that's a lie. Sometimes you don't need to do everything. Yes, you gotta take 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. But the light, the universe, creator, is always working on your behalf. The divine universe is always working on your behalf. And we are all being reminded to return to love and light. And sometimes the controller is so terrified. The reason why you want to control everything is because you're terrified of the unknown and of your own power. That you can actually manifest so much more in the unknown. The controller doesn't believe in magic. Last, number 3, the judge. So the victim, the controller, the judge. The better than or worse than consciousness. So the judge believes, I'm not good as her. Or I'm superior to those people. Either way. Or you may think, the imposter syndrome comes here. Everyone else is more successful, more trustworthy than me, or reliable than me. Or you can also maybe ask sometimes, why on earth, why does she have the right to have it all? Why do they have it and not me? That is the judge. When you compare and when you judge higher, lower hierarchy, and when you love separation, because separation keeps you from remembering that we are all one. We are all one. And sometimes, the influencers would even by followers on Instagram because they want to compare them, because they compare themselves and they want to have more followers. Like, she has 100,000 followers, she has 10,000 followers, and I only have 500. And I can't compete with all the coaches out there. So I was tempted to buy followers. I was, but I didn't. But these are ego. Well, I'm not saying that, again, I'm not judging. Maybe it works. But for me, I was like trying to understand, why am I gonna do this? Am I doing this from abundance consciousness or lack consciousness? So when you judge another person, you're actually judging a part of yourself. When you celebrate another person's success, you're opening the channel for your own blessings to flow. And in truth, we are all one soul, experiencing itself through different vessels. I want you to know that comparison and competition are just illusions of the opponent. There's no competition in the spiritual realm, only collaboration and co-creation. All right? Only collaboration and co-creation. Just checking the chat. Wait, I'm just messaging my session, my one-on-one session. I'll connect in 10 minutes. All right, let me wrap up this YouTube live. It's been my struggle to balance my feminine and masculine energy, especially parenting as a single parent. But I also learned to give myself compassion. This is so beautiful, my dear. This is just so beautiful. This is something that a lot of single moms go through. And yes, this is time to give yourself compassion. It all starts with self-compassion. Let us touch our hearts and just let us touch our hearts and just give ourselves compassion right now. I like this. I like this message that Isa sent in the chat. So let us thank ourselves right now for all the lessons and all the growth, and let's just do a mini activation. All right, let's do it. Touch your heart and just breathe. One hand on your heart, the other one in your belly. You can gently affirm. You can just simply say yes after me. Thank you for all the lessons and the growth. I bless my past choices as openings for greater love and expansion. I release all pain, all regret and resentment. I forgive myself fully and I accept myself completely. And I now step into a life of peace, trust, stillness, gratitude, joy, love, freedom, clarity, and bliss. I open up my heart and soul fully to divine love and abundance, wealth, wisdom, beauty, ease, grace, flow, harmony, synchronicities, peace, power, prosperity, and miracles. I'm whole, I'm complete, I'm more than enough. And I am expanding to receive infinite, unlimited blessings now. I'm willing, ready, and available to receive infinite, unlimited love, abundance, and blessings now. I am a wondrous vessel expanding to receive the highest love. I am highly intuitive and deeply grounded, and I know with absolute faith and certainty all the answers flow through me from divine wisdom. I'm always connected. I'm fully connected to my promised people. I am aligned with my soul purpose. And I share my unique divine soul gifts to the world. I give massive value. And in return, I open up my heart to receive value 10 times fold. Love and intimacy flow into my life easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me from all directions in increasing amounts, growing quantities, from various funds and multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am radiant, strong, confident, courageous, charming, charismatic, glowing, brilliant, healthy, harmonious, and happy. I am my highest self. I am the infinite soul. I am God. I am Goddess state. I am spirit embodied. I'm ready to release the ego-parasite and embrace the God, the Goddess within me. It is done, it's complete, it's fulfilled, so be it, and so it is. I collapse the timeline now. And I integrate all this healing across all time and space, past, present, future, all languages, in every cell of my body, in each and every area, every aspect of my life. Just keep on breathing, use your breath, slowly and deeply, inhaling love and light, and exhaling all tension. Allowing the love from your own heart to wash through you, healing and cleansing every single part of your body. With a smile on your face, let's slowly and gently open your eyes. How was that activation? That was just a mini activation. We'll have more tomorrow. And so I just want to end 2 more minutes. If you have any questions, we can extend for 2 more minutes because I have a one-on-one session after this. Just a class actually. So private class, that's what I have. So instead of trying to fight the ego or suppress it or destroy it or battle it, because the question is, how do you kill the parasite? And we'll dive deep tomorrow on how do you really kill the parasite and embody God's state. But then one thing that I want to leave you with is, what you resist not only persists, but will grow in size. So we're not going to fight the ego parasite. We're going to starve it. Starve it while simultaneously feeding your God state. And the more you attend live webinars like this and read empowering books, listen to inspiring teachers, and plug yourself in highest consciousness as much as you can, the more we embody the God state. So awareness is good without judgment. Catch yourself. Okay, oh, that's the parasite talking. That's not me. Don't shame yourself for that. Don't judge yourself. Give yourself compassion. Just like how Isa said, hello, Elia, my love. So As Byron Katie, I teach this in my life coaching certification program as well, teaches us, you just got to ask yourself, who would you be without that thought? Without the thought, I'm not enough, who would you be? And is that thought even true? Is it absolutely true, or is that a lie? Without the thought, I can't afford it, who would you be? Without the thought, I always fail, who would you be? You would be free. So awareness, and then you do the identity shift. Like really stop identifying with the human avatar and start identifying with your God state. And again, tomorrow we'll dive deeper on this. How do we really embody and identify with the God state? Even though the 3D reality doesn't match yet. You collapse the wave function, you choose the highest timeline, and you claim that highest identity first. And then the circumstances will rearrange to match. And again, starve the parasite with loving presence. Loving presence, not resistance, but loving presence. So meditation, 5 minutes daily, connect with source, feel your infinite nature. You do your mantra. Tomorrow I'll be teaching you the mantras, powerful mantras that destroy ego and awaken your Shakti power. Movement, dancing. Thank you to all those who joined our Body Love Free movement. Yoga, shaking. Just if you want right now, shake, shake, shake it off. Get out of your head into your body. Dance. I dance bachata, belly dance, do martial arts, walk. And you know, the ego can't survive in the state of mindful movement. Breath work. I teach pranayama as well. If you want to be a certified breathwork instructor, let me know. So breath, the healing power of breath. Breath is the bridge between mind and body. Nature also. Nature heals you. It reminds you, the ocean reminds you that you're vast and you're infinite. Your problems are small compared to the universe. You starve the ego, you feed your God state. This is how you embody. Affirmations would also help, activations from your mentors and your coaches and your healers, or just simply say, I am God, I'm the creator of my reality, I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm whole. Visualization and daily presence of gratitude, daily practice of gratitude, daily presence with yourself, acts of service and love to yourself and your loved ones and others. And of course, studying and improving and learning more and more about all these. Transcending circumstances would mean that you are embodying the answer mode, not the question mode, but the answer mode, your God state. Transcend your circumstances by knowing who you really are. You are a spark of the divine. You are an infinite creator being. You're God in human form. You're made of the same substance as the stars. And from that consciousness, new circumstances would automatically align. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is 12/12 portal. Let me just break down the numerology tomorrow. It's 12, so it represents divine completion, cosmic order, spiritual mastery, and sacred wholeness. And it's a gateway of divine completion and new beginnings. And it's that the topic for tomorrow, it's all about advanced God state activation. So we'll activate your God state consciousness through guided meditation, transmission. We'll release all parasitic patterns from your energy field, all the victim, controller, judge consciousness. We'll clear that completely. We'll anchor faith over fear. Your new permanent operating system should be from love and faith. We'll transcend the 3D illusion. We'll embody your divine and goddess or God identity. And we'll call in your year 2026 blessings. We also have a 21-day manifestation journey coming with my soulmate student Patty is here with us. And tomorrow, if you want to join, it's Pay What Feels Good. I believe everyone who's meant to be in the portal should have access. So you can join through this link. And yeah, I'll also be guiding you in an activation for tomorrow. You're welcome, my dear. Thank you for being here. Really grateful. Oops, there is, I think, yeah, I think it's working now. That's the link to join tomorrow. We have a few signups. Would love to have more. We have spots left. I think there are like 7 who signed up, but I would love to have more to really empower and amplify the activations for tomorrow. And until then, keep choosing the light. And I'll be going live. It's a download. I'll be going live more. So 1 hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour of activations. And we also have the 21-day manifesting journey for healing, release, new beginnings, and rebirth. Tomorrow, I'm gonna remind you again that you're not meant to live from fear, triggers, or limitation. And the activation tomorrow would bring you back into creator consciousness for more freedom, inner peace, alignment, and magnetism and manifestation from source and from your God state consciousness. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love and light. Namaste. Thank you and see you tomorrow.